A Draper couple says they are lucky to be alive after their small plane crashed just feet before they could actually reach the runway. The husband and wife were injured, and they have quite the story to tell.
They spoke exclusively to news specialist Tanya Dean. She's live at the University of Utah Hospital. Tanya, what an experience they had.
Yeah, Mike and Deanie, they're excited and they're very eager to tell it because they're so thankful for all the help they received. Todd and Heidi Eldridge both broke their backs after their plane crashed on Saturday. The whole experience was surreal, but they say all they feel today is gratitude.
And we're just very grateful we're still here.
Todd Eldridge spoke to us today from his hospital room about the flight he won't ever forget.
I've had a few interesting incidents, but certainly never a crash landing before, and hopefully never again.
The Eldridges were flying from Salt Lake to Jackson Hole on Saturday when the plane's oil temperature started heating up. Todd decided to head to the Bear Lake County Airport so they could stop and check it out. But then, more bad news.
It was in the process of turning towards the airport and we lost our engine.
The plane glided for about 6 miles, and the couple thought they'd make it. But about 75 feet before the runway, they realized they were going to crash.
About 500 feet above ground, it was evident we were not going to make it. So I told my wife I loved her. Sorry. Held her hand and told her to brace because this was going to be a rough one.
The plane hit a 6-foot-high berm and tore off the landing gear.
We hit a fence post. I saw the windshield shatter, and then we kind of just skidded.
They also lost a wing in the crash, but Todd says they were lucky to have landed in a marsh, surrounded by water.
I had 40 gallons of fuel on board when we landed. It could have been an absolute disaster, and we had no fire.
Immediately after they crashed, people rushed to their aid. The Eldridges were taken to a local hospital, but then brought back to Utah. They say from the time they crashed to the time they arrived home, there were dozens of people who helped them.
You would have had to have been there to see how wonderful these people were.
They're grateful to everyone involved and grateful to be here today to be able to thank them.
We were alive. The first thing we did is held each other's hands. I kissed her hand and said, hey, we're okay.
Again, both Todd and Heidi Eldridge were brought here to University Hospital with broken backs. Todd had a completely shattered vertebrae, but miraculously, Heidi was released yesterday, and Todd is expected to be released tonight. Deanie, both will be able to recover at home.
Pretty amazing given what that plane looks like. Tanya, thanks. In a separate